If you're watching this video, I need you to know, you do not have time. In fact, if you're between the age of 20 to 28, touching 30, you are not young. You don't have time. In fact, it's nearly over. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be the only person who's actually gonna say this. You know, you have Gary Vaynerchuk saying, just be patient, bro. You know, like a fucking stoner. Just be patient, things will come. You have time, you're only 30. Wow, when I was 30, I had to wait 10 more years to finally make my first dollar. Like, bro, the reality is, if you're nearly 30, like, you're out of time. Your life is over. So over. Like, you're gonna be 40, like, next week. Think about that. You're gonna be 40 next week. And what happens when you're 40? You become 50. What happens then? You're basically dead, mate. Your life's over. You know, think about when you were a kid looking at your parents. They were probably, like, in their 40s. Now think about their life. Like, it was dog shit, right? It was like, oh, he's just working all day. Oh, mum's just cleaning the house. And, oh, it's a lovely family. But their lives are boring as fuck. And they had it better than you because they probably had more money than you do right now. In fact, when they were your age, they probably had more money than you do in your current situation because, you know, our economy, our opportunities, probably less. Well, apart from the internet, we have the internet, so this is like the one chance for savior, something on the internet, right? Become a little internet gladiator. No longer are you a keyboard warrior, but you're an internet gladiator, a person who makes money from the internet. Now, let me explain to you why your life is literally over if you're like 30, right? So between the age of 0 to like, I don't know, 14, maybe less, that's the stage where you're just gaining consciousness, and somewhere along that little stage, one day something clicks and you're like, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I picking my nose and eating dirt? And then you're like, okay, let's be normal. For some of us, like, our pineal gland is so calcified that just never happens, and you're just retarded for life. But for the majority of us, we did become actually conscious people very early in life, right? First 10, 15 years, depending on who you are. Now, after that, this is where addictions and habits start forming. So, from this point on, you start gaining your video game addictions, your drawing addictions, your soccer addictions, your weed, well, maybe not, well, maybe some of you get weed addictions at this age. Maybe some of you start drinking at this age. Maybe some of you are lucky enough to, I'm joking. At this age, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, in this day and age, people do it at fucking young. Sad souls. That being said, at this age, we're figuring things out. What do we like, what we don't like, what we get addicted to, what we don't get addicted to. Now, from 18 onwards, it's sorting out these addictions, right? It's sorting out, okay, you know what, weed's not good for me. Do I have the willpower to actually cut it off? Okay, maybe jerking my dick 4 times a day isn't actually doing me much benefit. Do I stop this addiction? Some of you say, hell nah, mate, I love gooning all day, hell yeah. And for you, it's completely over. Like, it's just over. It's over. This is the stage in life where you're making something of yourself, where you're deciding for yourself what you want in your life, what you don't want in your life. So by the time you're 30, you should have figured this out. You should have figured out, hey, I fucking hate this job. I think I want to do this instead. You're at least trying things, right? And for your addictions, you should have figured them out. If you haven't, I guess you have a chance. Like every 7 years, they say there's like a chance you'll fucking build up enough regret, enough negative energy to actually transform that addiction into something else. That being said, if you are 30 and you still have these bad addictions, you're a gooner, you're addicted to video games, you're addicted to smoking weed, you fucking have no athleticism, you don't fucking do any sports, you're a lazy fucker who sits on the sofa all day watching TV, jerking himself off to old photos of Britney Spears, and you're living in your mum's basement, it is completely over for you. There's no chance. You are too deep down the rabbit hole to come back. Now, for the majority of us, we're kind of like in the mid-stage. We're kind of figuring stuff out. There's still some bad things. We haven't went balls to the wall. Let's fucking do it and improve to the point where we're a different human. Because that's what's really about. You literally have to kill the old version of yourself to transform into the next version. It's transmutation of self, transmutation of your habits, your body, your chemistry, your hormones, your lifestyle. It's all these things, and it's all bundled in your body. So when you're this age, like you're nearly 30, you're nearly 40, like you're basically dead. If you're approaching 30 and you've never got on the bike, you're not a runner, you're not a cardio guy, you're not a gym maxer, you're a gooner, like there's just no hope. I'm gonna be real for you. Like you have to be extreme. You have to be extreme about your life at that point. Because you're genuinely running out of time. Like, you think it's hard to, like, get rid of all these bad habits, but what you actually have to do is not only do that, but transform them, transmute them into good habits that actually build the life you want, and actually build the person you want to become. Like, actually turn into that person, right? And to do that, it requires tremendous amount of energy. You can't just pick up a piece of gold and then like transform it into something else. Or I'll say like pick up a fucking stone and like transmute it into gold. To transmute it into gold, you're gonna need so much energy. Like you need the energy of gold, right? So you're currently a guy with like shit habits. You're a gooner, or maybe you're like kind of breaking free, but like not really, and you're approaching 30, and you've literally gone past the peak of your life where you have like the most energy to transform. So now you're like old, you're working a job, and you actually have to like you're fucking tired out after work, like you feel like killing yourself, and you're like, oh shit, this isn't it. And while you're in this state, you have to somehow summon the energy in your old 30-year-old disgusting body that doesn't work out, that doesn't eat right, that hasn't fucking mind maxed and fucking meditated, so he actually knows himself and knows like everything about himself and how his mind works, and actually have that mental willpower. He hasn't developed that mental iron fucking willpower, and that person is meant to transform their lives at 30, get rid of them bad habits, and suddenly take on this new form, kill your old self and become this new version. How are you meant to do that at 30? When you feel absolutely wrecked after work? When your body's old and decrepit from not being taken care of? Like, you have to start right from the very beginning. You're literally like a fucking baby at the age of 30. You're like, okay, I need to start eating right. I need to start doing some exercise. Oh shit, maybe I need to go to the gym. Oh fuck, do I need to get some hobbies? I can't just fucking watch the news and goon. Yes, my boy, you have to become your own person. It's crazy. And people who do this at the age of 30, damn. Imagine being, like, it takes so much time. So imagine just becoming. Age 36, 37, you're nearly 40, mate. You've just figured yourself out. Holy shit. And then it's like basically doing the hardest thing, right? It's like, okay, you got body max, you got fucking your career that you really want, all these things. I feel sorry for you. If you're age 30, I used to work with a guy. He was an absolute wreck. He was easily a hentai gooner. He was easily fucking goes home, watches anime. He used to talk about Diablo. He used to play Diablo every day, bashed it. He had no hobbies. He had no athleticism. He had nothing going for him other than his mum, who would take care of him, being coddled by mummy. Mummy's good little boy. Mummy's little son at the age of 30. Now this guy, he's still a virgin, he's never had a date. So he's got to figure out the dating life as well. He's got to figure out how to get out of his dead-end job. He's got to figure out how to stop gooning. He's got to figure out how to eat healthy. He's got to figure out how do I stop wasting time watching all this anime. I keep relapsing on the fucking hentais. I keep gooning all over my keyboard and wall. So, like, some people are just too far gone. And, like, if you're in the midpoint, sort your shit out ASAP. ASAP. Because the longer you leave it, the harder it is going to be able to fix. Because you're putting so much energy into building these bad habits, and it takes so much energy to remove them. Even if you go cold turkey off them, it's going to pull you back. Your mind's going to pull you back, and you have to do 90 days clean to actually free yourself from a bad habit. 90 days of pure, like, energy of, I'm not doing that. No relapsing. And you're age 30. Let's be honest, you're going to relapse a trillion fucking times. Unless you're truly built different. And at that point, after a trillion times, mate, you're 42. You've just stopped gooning at the age of 42. Congratulations. Now it's time to go on your first date. So, I hope you've taken a very valuable lesson from this video. It's nearly over. You need to lock in. You need to concentrate. You need to stop doing the bad things you know you need to stop doing. You need to lock in. You need to do the hard thing. You need to, while you still have energy, do actions that give you more energy, that give you more life. And transform that energy. Do not waste it. Transform it into something positive. Into a hobby, a habit, some sort, put it into a direction. Do not let it just linger and just disappear, because it'll dissipate if you let it. So my boys, do not dissipate, work hard, unlock your vision, know where you want to go, break the habits to stop you from getting there and hold you back. And hey, if you made it this far into the video, smash like if you're not a gooner, subscribe if you want more psychotic all, and comment down below when you stop doing something you wanted to stop doing, I think. And if you do that, I'll send you a Lamborghini in the future, maybe in like 200 years. Okay, goodbye.